Hey, how's it going? Hope you're all doing good. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope it was restful, relaxing, refreshing, and full of fun. And I hope you're having a good Monday, as we're starting the week. Mine was mine was fine. I can't complain. Normal day of work. Hey Mountain Lou, how's it going? Congratulations on being first. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know if I've been dreading this stream or looking forward to it. Maybe a little bit of both. I could complain. I could complain. If you want to, you can. You can complain. If you want to forget about it, you can also do that. Let me make sure my phone's off, because, like I said, the minute I start streaming, people wanna chat me up. I don't know. Only popular when I'm busy. So basically, it's heckin' windy and cold. It is! Though I'm sure it's more windy and more cold for you as well. But it's awful. And I got a haircut recently. So it's even worse. It is heckin' windy and cold. How cold is it where you are? Because you get way colder than I usually get. And it was getting warm. That's what I'm pissed off about. I thought summer was here. I thought we were done with this. What the heck? False advertising. We got a little bit of snow, too. Though it didn't do anything. Hasn't been doing anything this whole time. What's the point? Also, sorry, I am having a snicky snack. It's a crisp 59 in your room. Ugh. That's disgusting. But I'm lizard, so I need it to be like at least 70. Bump it up more. 59. Ugh. 16 outside, which isn't terrible, but after being in the 50s last week. Yeah, exactly. After warming up last week and thinking, ooh, it's over. Finally. 16. I don't think it's six. I don't have a clue what it is outside. I know it didn't get down to 16. What does my weather app say? Not that I've believed it this entire time. Not since the first quote-unquote blizzard. 39 is what it claims. I don't know. I don't have a barometer. Barometer? Is that what it is? Anyway. 74 is my ideal inside temp. That is a good inside temp. I agree. Nobody ever wants to keep it that temperature. The heat, the air conditioning. It's a nice, warm temperature. But I don't mind being hot. I know that's not a popular opinion. I know a lot of people are like, I'd rather be a little cold than hot because I'm sweaty or whatever. But I'm like, I like being burnt. I am burnt chicken nugget. I appreciate it. I am lizard. Ideal outside temp is 90. See, you get it. I just don't like being cold, because once I start shivering, I don't stop. And that sucks. It makes my tummy upset if I'm shivering. So that's even worse. So I'm having a bad time. Same. See, you get it. You get it, Mountain. It's better to be warm. Nice and toasty warm. Maybe a little uncomfortable, but hey, you're having a nice time. Cold makes my body not work. Heat can do the same, but only if you're a wimp. Exactly! You're just wimps! I am stronger. I can only be stopped by the cold. Like a common reptile. Oh god. Yeah, like when it's cold, you want to do anything. You just want to sit there and do nothing, which feels like a waste to me. It drives me up a wall. But when it's hot, it's like, okay, it's a little uncomfortable, but I can move around, I can do stuff. Willing to hang out with people, go outside, all that stuff. Not when it's cold, man. You don't want to do anything. I'm glad you get me, Mountain. I think I mentioned this before, but my old employees found out that it needs to be 93 outside for me to take off my hoodie. Oh my gosh. This is a scientific experiment. They just get... Okay, today it's 91. Hoodie is still on. It's 92. Hoodie's still on. 93! The hoodie's off! Okay! Now we know. I genuinely don't know. I haven't done that. I haven't done that test. So you hoodie on most of the time type of person? I am as well. And my friends got me more hoodies for Christmas, so I'm just gonna be wearing hoodies and sweaters all the time. Even when it's hot outside, because then I'm toasty. Still think we were shoveling or something hard. Not even the hot that gets to be. I just don't like actually sweating in it. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I can agree that sweating is unpleasant. Sweating is definitely unpleasant. You know what you do when you're sweating is you put on the air conditioner. Or you go take a not cold shower, but like a shower. Ironically, I think usually I'll take just a hot shower. We get the sweat off. It's fine. I miss the summer. I need to find a summer sport to do or something. Oh, yes. I always miss summer. It's always a countdown for me. I'm like, is it summer yet? Is it summer? Summer? Finally summer, please? Feel like I can't do anything until it's summer? Because it's dark and it's cold and bleh. Anyway. Tangent aside. I'm so sorry. It's freezing where you are, Mountain Lou. Oh my gosh. I hope it warms up soon for the both of us. So we can stop being cold. Also, sorry I didn't see your message on Discord until I sent that react. I think Discord ate the message. Because I was on that channel multiple times, and I did not see that. It's really weird. Sometimes it does that to me. It's rude. Friday it's supposed to be 50s again. And maybe it'll stay there. Ah! Friday says a high of 47 for me, but 64 on Thursday. So maybe. It'll get warm, then it'll get cold again. That's why I don't like spring. It can't make up its mind. Just dedicate to warm. It's okay. I cried for like 20 minutes so I think I'm over it now. No! I wasn't ignoring you. Discord ate it. 100% of the time, assume that Discord ate it, because Discord does not notify. It doesn't send me any notifications on my phone. I don't know why. And only half the time does it send me notifications on the computer. So I have to actively look for things. So if I'm not, like, expecting anything, then I don't see it. It's ridiculous. What the heck, Discord? Shadow banned on Discord before I'm banned on Twitch on Real. It's semi-banning. That's the most you can get. Semi-banning. Shadow ban. Alrighty. So, we're gonna get started. We got art study stream. Like I said, I've been both looking forward to this and also dreading it. Looking forward because, you know, there's more to learn, and to improve, and that's definitely something I want to do, but at the same time, oh my gosh, that homework was hell. I don't know if it was hell for you, but it was hell for me. I did not enjoy, especially Ghosted Plains. That was so unpleasant. So actually, I'm gonna switch to over here. Yeah, okay, so we had our Three major homeworks: the superimposed lines, the ghosted lines, and the ghosted planes. The superimposed lines I didn't think was difficult, but I also felt like I wasn't doing it right, which could be the case. I don't know. Ghosted Planes was so hard. I know! Why was it so hard? It, like, genuinely made me mad. I was mad. I was like, why am I so mad? I'm drawing lines. What the heck? But yeah, I didn't think the lines one was difficult. Obviously, the longer it was, the less accurate I was, but usually I was doing semi-okay. The curves, I don't know how people are doing curves right. That's not happening. Ridiculous. But yeah, I didn't think it was too bad. It's just when they get longer, it's a little bit harder. Yeah, the curves were very hard. Yeah, I mean, not too bad. I mean, I'm not an expert. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be looking for, but I didn't think it was too bad. And then we had the ghosted lines, which was okay, but I either really overshoot or really undershoot. I feel like for these, usually I was overshooting, but then when I was doing planes, I was severely undershooting, which was really weird. Do you want me to share pics? I don't know if you care, but I also don't want you to feel like you're the only one doing it. I mean, you can share if you want, and let me know if you're okay with sharing it on stream or not. But yeah, I mean, it's just a community event. My feelings won't be hurt if nobody shares. I'm just gonna assume you're all doing it. You know, for my ego. I was over with most. Hydrate! Thank you. My Cielo. Is that how you pronounce it? My Cielo? Thank you. I will have some Dr. Pepper as soon as I finish eating my sneaky snack. Also, welcome. How's it going? Yum. Dr. Pepper. I was getting very annoyed with the, I still haven't been able to think of the right word. Was it one of the homeworks? Close? Okay, how do you pronounce it? It's not my Cielo. The part where the paper meets and makes a big bump in the center. Paper meets and makes a big part in the center? You know, like a book. Center of the... Oh, do you have like a book? I'm imagining like my sketchbook is like a spiral. That's why I was having trouble. Do you have like an open book type of like a bound one? It's going good. Me-C-L-O. 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 I'm gonna do my best. If I pronounce it wrong, it's not on purpose. I'm just talking too fast. But anyway, I'm glad you're doing good, Me-Cielo. I'm going to probably pronounce it correctly for as long as that message is in my eyesight. And then I'll probably scroll back up to double check. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm just stupid when it comes to pronouncing things. Center of the 2 pages. Yeah, no spiral. Okay, alright, that's where I was confused. Okay, yeah, I can see how that would be really annoying. Like, the last homework, I had to pull the papers out of the sketchbook. I could not make that work. I was having too much issue. One of the few who got the easy pronunciation of it. There's a hard level? Oh no. Scribbles called me Mitten Low when I first method. Hey, I don't remember that. Wait a minute. Mountain Dew's pretty straightforward. But yeah, usually if there's like hesitation when I'm saying a name, it's because I do not know how to pronounce it. Or I'm forgetting how I pronounced it. Who got it correct? Oh, yes! Point for me! Yippee! Misiello. Misiello. See, that makes sense, because the me and the C are doing the same thing. That makes sense. I don't even remember how I pronounced it the first time. Anyway. Mountless making up stories now. But Misiello, we are doing an art study stream. This is our second art study stream. So we were following Drawbox's instructions. So we're just going over the homework that we were doing. And talking about that, and then we're gonna do the next lesson. So that's basically what we're doing. So that's what we're talking about. Do 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 do. I like this song. Anyway, I would never not make up a story. I can tell you that. Yeah, I know that Drawbox recommended using like printer paper, and at first I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I feel like I should do that. It's like, one, my sketchbook pages are bigger than normal printer pages. And two, some of these things, because you gotta go into the corners or something, I can't get the sketchbook to align in a way that my arm can move correctly without hitting things. Homework, yes, I know. Terrifying. Homework. But, hey, if we wanna improve, then unfortunately we gotta practice and do homework. Worst news ever. Give your lines end up curvy for the ghosting lines. The only stream with homework. For now, no. On today's stream, your homework. Yeah, a little. If I look at them, I just don't know how curvy is curvy. But yeah, like these ones, they are a little curvy. And not as good. But like I said, I don't know if I was doing these correctly or not. I wasn't sure if the ghosting I was doing was right, because when I started it, I would do... Okay, y'all can't see this. I would do like this, like at the speed at which I planned on doing it so that I would be used to it, and then I tried to do it, and you see how I did that same movement automatically. But I think I'm supposed to do it slowly, so I tried to do that more with the ghosting planes, or the ghosted planes, to try to figure that out, but I'm still struggling with that. And you can see how I curve at the end, because I'm like, oh shit, there's the point! I noticed a bunch that I would default to elbow movement mainly from my lack of desk space. I can't tell. I genuinely cannot tell what is shoulder movement and what is elbow movement. I hope I'm using my shoulder, because I'm so confused. Drawing straight lines is my hobby. It's the worst. This is what the stabilization tool is for. This is what this tool is for. The straight line tool, that's what that's for. So I don't have to do that. I need a see-through hand for real. I can't see the second dot half the time. Yes, that's what I was gonna say, is that the biggest issue I was having was I don't know where the dot is. So I don't know when to stop. So either I stop too soon, or I stop too late. And by the time I realize that, it's over. But I found... Okay, so when I was doing the ghosted planes, which this was hell on earth. I hated this. I hated every moment of this. The longer I did it, the more I hated it. I couldn't tell you why I was so mad with this one, but like you can see, here's this one where I undershot this one, I overshot that one, I overshot that one. Most of these were overshot. They're a little wibbly wobbly on the side there, but I think that's because it was so close to the edge. That's where I was having issue. That's when I had to pull it off of my sketchbook. But yeah, like undershot, overshot, overshot, undershot. Like, and I know he said during the ghosted lines, like, don't worry too much if you're undershooting and overshooting right now. Like, that'll be fixed later. Like, with practice, you'll figure it out. But it still makes me mad. I want to do good. I want to get an A in this homework I'm giving myself. Which is both normal to want and possible to achieve. But yeah, I was finding when I was doing these lines is I caught myself, I caught myself, like, watching my pen move instead of, like, looking at the dot when I'm over here, and then looking at the end, looking at the other dot, and then just going, without looking at the pen moving. And I think that's what you're supposed to do. That's my guess. Is you're supposed to, like, have your eyes on the prize and not move your eyes, because otherwise you don't know where it is. But he didn't say that, so I don't know. This is my assumption, because I think I was doing better when I did that. I can't remember which ones I was doing when I did that, but we'll just assume the good ones are there. Which there are a few. That's why I was so frustrated. It's how many were overshot or undershot. So yeah. And then occasionally, one thing that threw me off, this line here was actually not an overshoot. This was the whole page moved on me, making me look bad. But yeah. So I think that's what you're supposed to do. But by the time I realized that, I think I was near the end. And then it's like a training to make yourself not look at your hand while you're doing it, to just believe that it's going to do it. So I think that's the whole point of the ghosting, is you're supposed to do it slow. And then go. I don't know how they do it so fast, man. Excuses, excuses. I did think the planes was the most fun. Hard, but fun. It finally felt like we're actually doing something, definitely. But man, I was mad. I had to take a step back after that one. I was like, geez, I am irrationally angry just because I can't hit a dot. I need to calm down. I need a snack. But yeah. Oh, I see yours, Mountain Lou. Do you mind if I share them on stream, or do you want to keep them just in the Discord? Either way is fine. I like the color you used. Go ahead, you can only bully me so much over my lines. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, so... here we go. Here's Mountain Lou's hard work. I'll just bring them all in. I suppose I will believe that you did these now. There we go. What's it there? I'm just gonna put it on. Another layer. Come back to that one because it's got a lot. Okay. Get it. I'm not sharing the last one because if you look closely, I was writing notes to myself and the last one had some colorful words on it. We were upset. Good to know. We're all mad, which they said it would be frustrating. They said we would not be having a good time. I didn't believe them. I believe them now. I even sent Nerd a message. I was like, I now understand why you get so pissed off when you have art homework, because art homework sucks. I hate this. This is the worst. Oh my gosh. I was like, damn, I really did this to myself, didn't I? I'm glad I wasn't the only one irrationally angry. But yeah, I think these look good. Honestly, if nothing else, I hope you feel this way when you're looking at mine, but like looking at somebody else's work makes me feel a little bit better because all we have, for example, is his, and obviously he's like a master or professional or whatever. So it's nice to see someone who's at the same level, so that I'm not like, oh, I'll never be good. Like, it's like, no, you're at a normal level for where you're at. Ray, I passed. Yeah, you get an A. Here, I'm in charge now. I was a teacher once. I can give it to you. A plus plus. Fantastic. I didn't even have to look at this one. A plus plus. Yes, look at yours. I was like, oh good, I don't suck. Exactly. It's like, oh okay, this is what it looks like. Okay. It's not too bad. I really like this color of the pen. I don't know what you... I like the comments. This is perfect. But yeah, that's... I mean, they look about the same, yeah. So I feel like this is just where we're at right now, which makes sense. I like the use of colors, though. I went ahead and bought the ones they recommend. I love your comments. That's perfect. I should add comments to mine. Oh man, especially with the curves. Curves are impossible. They're lying. Whoever says that they did them. They're lying. Yeah, I mean, A++. We both get A++ on this homework assignment, in my opinion. Gotta have fun with myself. Exactly. Thank you for sharing, Mountain Lou, and letting me share with stream. I appreciate it. I appreciate the like, I don't know, it's not a confidence booster, it's just like a, hey, it's okay. This is the level you're supposed to be at. You're not supposed to be professional. You're not. You're a beginner. Hadoy. I wish he had more examples of, like, beginners in, like, if I were to have feedback, just at the beginning here, for him, I wish he had examples of beginners' work, which he might. I may not have looked closely. But I wish he had some examples of those on the page. For you to be like, okay, this is the goal. This is the professional's work. But then, I'm making arm movements like y'all can see me. Here's the goal. And then here's some examples of people that, like, maybe here's a true, like, just picked up a pencil for the first time today, beginner. Someone who's been drawing for a couple of years. Someone who's been drawing and was relearning the basics, you know, just, like, progression of improvement, something like that. I think that would be helpful, so you kind of have an idea of, like, hey, this is what's expected. But yeah. The curves are actually so hard. That's why I did so few. I was like, I'm not doing that. I was also trying to mimic what his looked like, and he didn't have many curves, so... Oh gosh, there's so much music. To come my way, even if it's gonna take all day. Here, fishy, 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 here, fishy, 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 bum, bum, ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba. Fishy, 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 here, fishy, 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 fishing off the pier. Welcome, Art Nerd. We're talking about homework and how frustrating it was, which I'm sure you can relate to. Actually, put that a little bit further down. Cool. That's what I thought watching his videos. I was like, he has to try so hard to make it look like mine with the curves and the fraying. Exactly. I'm in school now, just like you. We're all just like you, art nerd. There's gonna be multiple different art nerds. I didn't do that homework. I was busy with other. Well, you've probably done something maybe similar, or like, I feel like you're a few steps ahead of us. So, since you're going to school for that, so, but yeah, actually, we're gonna take your throne. Mountain Lou is now going to be art nerd. We're gonna be the art nerds. But no, it's cool. It's cool. It's at your own pace, at your own time, whatever you would like to do. We're just learning it together. Or I'm just like recording me fumbling around. That's more like what I'm doing. You gonna start asking for extensions then? From who? Me? But yeah, I'm sure you saw mine already because I posted them on the Discord. But yeah, we were just looking at them and how annoying the planes were. And then Mountain Lou had some examples as well that we were looking at. For me, the art nerd, I don't know about that. Not when we're usurping your throne. I don't know about that. I don't know. Have you done any like exercises like this, or is this completely different? Sneaky snack. I've suddenly got really into eating M&Ms. I don't understand. I used to just like, they used to be like mid. Now I'm like, a snack. It's time for M&Ms. Nope. I did something like that when I was learning from a book, but in my actual classes, nah. I see. Interesting. I go through M&M phases too. I used to like devour the caramel ones like crazy. And then I think I had too many. I got sick of them. I like the mini ones, but only in small amounts. It's so easy to go too much with the mini ones. But yeah, I guess I'm in my M&M phase. Don't really like caramel. Oh, that's so sad. More for me. The mini are the best. They are very good. Something about it being teensy tiny. It's just perfect. Alright. Well, I also wanted to dedicate a little bit of time, just a tad, to looking at, because he said 50-50, 50% working on homework and 50% doing art for fun. And that makes sense now because doing that made me feel like garbage. So it's important to do art that doesn't make you feel like garbage. So if y'all did any art for fun that you want to share, something that you did during this time or you did before, feel free to share it. You throw it in Hey Scribbles. Hey Scribbles, look. I'll be looking. Maybe. I gotta do the fun stuff. Yeah, your assignment now is go have fun. I'm an art debt. You get a perfect hot dog holder once you're done. You just eat the hot dog raw? Like that? I don't know about that. I haven't done crap. I did that one assignment. I'm working on some art for another class. That's fair, art nerd. But make sure you have time for rest, and even if you don't have time for fun art, time for rest is very important. Between all your extensions, of course. I think the only thing I've really gotten done is the Corwin one that I posted last night. Last night? I think that's when it was. I also have commission I need to start. Ooh, I do have an idea for art. Ooh, what's this? What's your idea? Coolio, a 35 stream streak. Nice. Nice you, nice you. That was so good. I really liked it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I ended up liking it more than I thought I would. And honestly, it makes me feel better because I've drawn Corwin in almost this exact position before for his reference sheet because this is all he does with himself. And now that I'm thinking about it, I never drew his magic, but I feel like that would take too much from it. It's hard to do magic drawing. I only remember because I did this for his reference, and already I can see how much better I can draw. Especially draw humans. No judging if I tell you the idea. Is this about Legos or cookies? I'm kidding. You can say. I won't judge. Out loud. When is art thing? Art fight? I have to make reference sheet. It's in July. It starts in July. So it's through the whole month of July. So you do have some time. I'll probably start my references at some point. It is about Lego. I knew it. I knew it. It's always about Legos with you. What is your Lego idea, nerd? But yeah, it's nice to see some improvement. Though I think I failed on. I feel like I did a better job with the book, but I honestly did not want to keep drawing when I was at the book part, and I got lazy when I was doing the background. I was like, eh, whatever. With that one, so it's fine. I didn't draw his magic. I meant to, and I forgot about it. And now it's too late, because I posted it, so it's done now. It's fine. I still haven't figured out how to draw their magics. I've only improved a little bit on humans, but I've improved on humans, and that makes me feel better. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow! Let's slow down. It's not even warm yet. I want to draw a character from Legends of... was it Chima? Kaima? It was Chima, right? I haven't heard it said out loud in a long time. Which is one of the worst Lego shows ever. I see. Chima, yeah, okay. That way sounded the most correct. Draw a character from Legends of Chima. Well, you might get some, like, nostalgia points. Though, yeah, probably not very popular, but, I mean, draw it for you, man. Like, that's the most important. I've been forcing my friends to watch it. Okay, there's, hold on. Hold on. There's liking something that's bad and saying, hey, I really like this thing, and then there's forcing your friends to watch the bad thing. Oh, man, your poor friend. But yeah, I think the only thing I would want to change for this one is just the magic, but I don't know how to draw. The magic's yet I can describe it better than I can draw it. But yeah, I did most of this while I was on the Discord. I mentioned it, I think, in a post. But yeah, there is now a co-working voice channel in the Discord. So use it however you'd like. Everyone should have permissions in there. Let me know if it's being rude, and I'll fight Discord myself. But yeah, I'll probably hop in there occasionally when I'm like doodling, but I don't have the energy to stream. Or maybe writing, because I feel like I'm okay with streaming my writing on Discord, but less so in a recorded VOD, at least at this point. Just because it's so bad, because it needs improvement. But yeah, maybe something like that, or just like a game that I'm just grinding or something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I probably won't be actually using my mic in that one most of the time because, again, low energy. But I'd just be using the chat. But y'all can use the mic however you please, or just use the chat. That's up to you. So just wanted to make sure that was out there. We went into it, and I told them this show is terrible, the voice acting is bad, and so is the writing, but if you ignore that, there's actually some pretty good stuff in it. Where? You just listed, like, all of a show. We watched the first 2 episodes, they were like, well, I gotta know what happens. And that's about how it goes for that, because it's so bad, you just need to know where it goes. I see. Well, I hope you all have fun with Legends of Chima. Ignore the show and it's kind of cool. That's what I'm taking from it. Ignore the show. If you just, like, ignore all the bad parts, which is the entire show, you're having a really fun time. We're getting into the good stuff right now, where the plot picks up. Okay. But you just said the writing is bad. Because the first season drags a bit. I see. First seasons for shows aimed towards kids tend to be a little bit slow, because they're scared. And then they tend to pick up in the second season. That sucks, because you gotta, like, drag through that first season. Because the main characters are young and it's so bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can't imagine. I'm not a Lego person. So I don't think I could take it seriously, a Lego show. Because it's Legos, but, you know, as long as you enjoy it, that's what's important. Whatever floats your goat. I'm gonna get you to watch Lego Monkey Kid, It's Peak. I doubt it. They are yellow. They are yellow Legos, and I don't think I can feel anything for Legos. It's peak. It's so good. It's peak animation. I severely doubt that. I've seen some pretty good peak animation. You ever stepped on one? Oh, yeah. I had siblings. Oh, yeah. You'll feel something then, let me tell you what. Yeah, it's just... The entire show is just someone stepping on a Lego, and that's how... Why'd I turn southern? You're feel something, let me tell you what. What's because I'm autistic? Huh? You being ableist? Do I have to time you out? Do I have to ban you, nerd? You being bad? Bad on stream? This is recorded, by the way. Now all of China knows what you are. You're a bad person. I'm telling all of China right now. I'm putting the torch in the flame. It's going up. Nerd's in trouble. We have to remove Ren from the options because the creator is canceled. Actually, so you're problematic, and therefore we can't have Ren anymore. Have you heard of Hilda the show or Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I have heard of Hilda. It looks okay. Like, it looks interesting, but I feel like it's pandered to... No! 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 Where is it? I'm gonna get canceled. I don't know where the source is. I can't get rid of it. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Canceled. No! Oh, well, now I know where it is. Bye! Haha! Get rid of him. Ridiculous. Scribbles endorses ableism. The ableism is taking over. And yeah, of course I know of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You never stop talking about it. Oh my goodness. I feel like I was going somewhere with something, and then I got distracted by Lego. I can't remember. Oh well, it's not important, probably. Lego Monkey Kid is animated by the same studio as those two shows. I mean, I believe you that the animation is better than, like, the other Lego shows where they're, like, 3D model or whatever, because, I don't know, I really like 2D animation. Like, I'm not arguing that the art is going to be bad. I'm just saying I don't think I can get emotionally invested in a Lego, unfortunately. Um, I don't think I can. Um, but if you can, that's fantastic. You have fun with your Legos. The show is so good, though. I have other shows to watch. Okay, I still haven't watched. Uh, there's a movie you wanted me to watch. I forget. What was the movie I haven't watched yet? There's a lot I haven't watched. There's a long list of things I haven't watched. Oh my gosh. I feel like I never have time to watch things. Mm. Yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters. Now that it's less popular, I feel like it's the time. I have to be 3 years behind everyone else. Legally, it's required of me. Ableism and Legoism, too. Legoism. You're on thin ice. Legoism. I hate those darn Legos. I never said I hated them. I said I cannot emotionally invest in Legos. And that's okay. Because other people can. They can do all the emotional investment for me. Alrighty. Okay. I'm gonna switch over to I'm gonna pull up Drawbox so we can see our next lesson. Now that's 8:15. We're not gonna learn anything. So our next lesson is ellipses. Ooh boy. Oh, do y'all find it more helpful to watch the video first, or to read it first, or to do one or the other? I found that it's helpful to, like, watch the video and then kind of skim over to kind of see it. But I don't know. What do you find is more helpful? I'm planning on watching Centaur World, maybe? Centaur World's pretty good. It has a lot of drawbacks, unfortunately, because I feel like it could be peak, but because it has a million, like, bad jokes, it really, like, it keeps people away because it has so many bad jokes in it. So it could be peak. It really could, but unfortunately, it's like the drawbacks are a lot, which sucks. I enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy the whole thing. I don't remember exactly all the details because it's been a little bit since I watched it, but yeah, I mean, disclaimer, a lot of the jokes are bad. But when it gets serious, it's really good. It's just that it's rarely serious, unfortunately. I don't know, I'm just streaking. I like them both. They did say that not everything is in both, maybe video then skim, because yeah, a lot is repeated. That's what I was seeing, is I was like, well, I don't want to read this again, because we just listened to that. But yeah, actually, let me switch over the music for a second. What the heck? So it doesn't have any words, because that's a little bit easier here. Well, now it sounds like it's not even here. Where is it? Okay. There it is. Ah! Anyway, bye-bye. Bye, Art Nerd. Thanks for streaking, I guess. Thanks for stopping by. Nowhere King is tempting me. That is one of the peak things. Like the actual foundational plot is good. I really liked that. I really liked what they were doing with the Nowhere King and the two different worlds and all that. It's just, how many bad immature jokes are we gonna make before we get serious? Like I said, like a lot of shows will be like goofy for the first season and then they get serious in the second season. But this show, it was like, it's goofy the whole time and also serious at the same time. And you don't ever get like a reprieve. And you're like, I just want you to lock in here. You could be so much better if you just log in for a second. But yeah. I wish I could like it more, but unfortunately I can't. Alright, let's see this video. We're gonna learn about circles.
Rudy, you gotta draw something!
Ah!
Rudy, right now!
You gotta draw something right now!
Rudy, this time you really gotta draw something! Rudy, you gotta draw something!
Okay, make sure the sound's gonna come in here. I gotta draw something! First he's gotta teach me how to draw. I don't hear it. Oh, that's because it's muted. Oh. Guys, I know I'm a professional, and I know what I'm doing.
So by this point, we've introduced lines, the overarching principles of mark making, and the all-important ghosting method. And you've gone through the assigned homework exercises for the line section as well.
Yes.
So let's take a look at what we've learned and apply it to something new.
So
Ellipses.
what we have learned.
All the shapes you see on this page are ellipses. Some of you may think, oh, I know those. Those are ovals. But the argument that I want to make today is that they are all, in fact, circles.
Everything's a
shape
circle.
where any point along its perimeter is the same distance from its center as any other. It's going to be the same height as its width, so any rectangle we draw enclosing it on all sides would itself be a square. Pretty obviously, most of the shapes on this page don't fit that criteria. But what if we took a circle in 3D space, like this disk, instead of the 2D space of this page? Unlike the drawings on the page, it can be moved around in all 3 dimensions of space, and it can even be rotated on all 3 axes. Everything we learn in this course is about taking things that exist in 3 dimensions and learning how to draw them on a flat surface, such that they still look to the viewer as though they're 3D. In order to do this, we have to learn what happens on the 2-dimensional page when a 3D form is moved around and turned about. What we see here is a circle, but if we focus on what we would actually draw to represent this circle from observation as it's rotated in space, you'll notice that it actually gets squeezed in one dimension and takes on an elliptical shape as it's rotated. An ellipse is just a circular shape that has been squeezed down by anything from nothing, so a circle itself is still an ellipse, to being squeezed down into a straight line.
Circles are lines.
Of an ellipse, its degree. If you're familiar with geometry, we use degrees to express rotation. And this is no different, because the width of an ellipse changes based on its rotation relative to the viewer. An ellipse with a degree of 0 is just a line, because we're viewing the circle from the side. An ellipse with a degree of 90 has rotated a full 90 degrees to face us head on. Note that as the disk is moved around in space without rotating it, the degree of the ellipse gets wider, allowing us to see more of its face, because the angle in question is the one between the viewer's angle of sight and the orientation of the circle in space. As the circle moves around in the world, this angle changes, even if the circle itself is not rotated. So you can see here that when you're looking down the edge of this circle, there's nothing to be seen on either side of it, but as you move it to the side, you can start to see a little bit of its face, so that degree of the ellipse is actually getting wider.
Guys, I'm not
This is
following
important
this.
to consider because if we were to depict a tube running straight across our field of view, we wouldn't be drawing the ellipses with all the same degree. That degree would change as we sample different cross sections along the length of the form. So as you can see here, in this incorrect example, you've got the same degree on every ellipse that we look at along the length of this cylinder, and they're all the same, and that's incorrect. Instead, they would open up as they get further to either side of the viewer, because the actual angle between the viewer is opening up between the viewer and the circle itself. The last thing I want to introduce you to is a piece of the anatomy of an ellipse. It's called the minor axis. The minor axis is the line that cuts across the ellipse's narrowest point. So if we were to look at the different spans across which you could measure this ellipse, if we were still to pass through the center, then the narrowest point would be maybe about here. My pen is dying on me. So the minor axis is the line that cuts across that narrowest point, cutting it into two equal symmetrical halves. So the idea is that if I were to take this and fold it over, it would line up perfectly, and you just end up with this. Ellipses also have a major axis that runs across the widest point, but ironically, it's the minor axis which is the most useful to us. Just as an ellipse represents a circle in 3D space, the minor axis also bears an important relationship to something in 3 dimensions. If I were to take a toothpick and pass it through the center of my disk, you'll find that the toothpick is sitting about perpendicularly to the face of the disk itself. In physics, this is called a normal vector.
Physics!
Can be drawn from your shoulder.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
Just as an ellipse represents a circle.
Sorry guys, I got really scared.
To the face of the disk itself. In physics, this is called a normal vector. But for those of you unfamiliar with that term, you can just think of it as the line in 3D space that is pointing straight out from the circle's surface, not slanting one way or another. The minor axis of our two-dimensional ellipse that we drew on our flat page
Physics jump scare. Hold on, I'm gonna press somewhere else before I do that. Okay.
represents the normal vector in
Only problem with the
3D
hot
space,
keys.
just as the 2D ellipse represents the 3D circle. So if I were to put down another ellipse, that was poorly done.
Well, these circles are making me feel better.
If you were to picture this ellipse as being in 3D space, being an actual circle, then this line here would be the one coming off its surface, just as this toothpick does. This may seem kind of arbitrary right now, but it's actually extremely useful because it allows us to align our ellipses relative to something that exists in the 3D world. If we know what direction the normal vector should be pointing, then we can draw it on the page and use it as the actual minor axis of our ellipse. So for example, if I draw that line first, then I can draw an ellipse that tries to align to this line. With a minor axis on the page, it is just a matter of drawing the ellipse so that it is cut into two equal symmetrical halves down its narrowest dimension by this line. And that's precisely what I did with the cylinder. You can see that I've got this straight line going straight down the middle. I've aligned all of these ellipses to it so that I can know that they're all going to be parallel to one another in the world. Because if you were to have a cylinder, I have another poorly cut out disc.
This is starting to look like physics
If
again.
you've got a cylinder, which is basically just two circles connected by a tube, you want to make sure those circles are parallel to one another and not, awkwardly angled, because then they'd look skewed. So you want to make sure that they are parallel. It's like this toothpick in the minor axis forms the actual spine of the cylinder. And if the form as a whole rotates with that minor axis and that normal vector, then both ellipses will turn accordingly.
Ooh.
Now, I fully expect that what I just explained is going to cause more than a few headaches, because this is the first point in the course where you're breaking down the barrier between two-dimensional space and three-dimensional space.
Yeah.
I don't expect you to understand this immediately, but by laying down the theory behind these concepts, we're starting to plant seeds in your brain. The next step, once you've read through the written content for this section, is to water those seeds by working through the assigned homework exercises. Speaking of which, when you do those exercises and draw your own ellipses, there's two things I want you to remember to do.
Mm-hmm.
The first is to simply draw your ellipses from your shoulder. You can't see my whole shoulder right now, but I've got a whole video about it, how you can use your whole arm to draw, but I want you to make sure that you're not drawing them from your wrist, because these ellipses require the kind of smooth, fluid, even shapes that we can get from using our whole arm, not the kind of stiff precision that we can get from using our wrist. So if you were to draw it using your wrist, you'd have a very limited range of motion, and your ellipse would probably come out pretty uneven. If you draw it with your shoulder, you can draw bigger ellipses, smaller ellipses, it doesn't matter. It'll come out more smoothly. Even the small ones can be drawn from your shoulder. The other point is that I want you to use the ghosting method for these ellipses, and frankly, for every mark where you're better off using your whole arm, use the ghosting method too. It'll help you to get into the habit of thinking before you draw and weighing how each and every mark contributes to a given drawing, so you don't have to put marks down wastefully. Of course, it'll also help you increase your overall control while allowing you to execute your marks confidently. To that point, remember that executing your marks confidently doesn't mean as fast as you can. It just means that you're drawing with the sense that you're always pushing yourself forward, not hesitating or trying to steer things with your eyes. As you can see here, I'm applying the ghosting method, but my execution isn't going nearly as fast as I could go. I'm just keeping an even pace. I'm always moving forward.
He's a liar. Liar!
And there you go. It's still pretty smooth.
So you don't need to go fast.
It gets a
You
tiny
just need
bit
to
hesitant, so you will have to weigh, am I
confident speed run.
Am I slowing down so much that I can't be confident at this pace? You will have points where you will inevitably start to wobble, and so as soon as you catch that, speed up a little bit more, but keep focusing on the fact that it's not just about speed, it's about being confident. So I can ostensibly draw.
So yeah, ghosting, I was supposed to slow down
without very much wobbling, even though it's at a slow pace. Of course, had I sped that up
Witchcraft!
a little bit, that was a little below my threshold.
You don't need to go fast, you just need to draw something! You gotta draw something!
It would have been smoother. So
that's all it
wraps
takes.
It up for ellipses. Again, make sure that you read through the text as well. It goes over the same concepts I've explained here, but going through them in different forms and formats will help you wrap your head around them. I was
very impatient with ghosting, not gonna lie. The longer it went, the more impatient I was.
Going back over the notes and whatever, even if you've watched and read them already, is always a good thing. It will help keep the information fresh in your mind, especially
don't tell me that.
as you go through these exercises, which may take several days.
No!
Depending on how much time you have, anyway.
Okay. So, can confirm. This seems to confirm it. Ghosting should be as slow as you need it to be. until you start wobbling. And then once you start wobbling, hey, you're going too slow, speed up a little. Because I've been, like, really speeding through when I'm doing a line, I'm like, whap, whap, whap. Am I using my shoulder? I can't tell. It's not a good example on the tablet, though, because it's going to stabilize it for me. So, that's good to know. Okay. Circles. I need to get good at circles. There's a lot of circles on me. So, I'm hard to draw. Ellipses are extremely important and notoriously annoying to draw. You'll find them all over the place in mechanical drawings, cars, spaceships, tanks, machines, and I do want to get better at mechanical drawings. I don't know how to draw anything mechanical. Anything man-made will probably use extensive use of ellipses and boxes, but we're not there yet. Despite this being called Draw a Box, we have yet to reach a box. But I see it. Oh, wait. I'm not on the right thing. There we go. I think you should put your entire arm in a hard cast so you have no choice but to use your shoulder. I am limited now. I did kind of... When I broke my wrist... I mean, that was the only way I could write or draw for a little bit. So I did do that a little bit. But again, I don't know if I was using my elbow or my shoulder. That one is unclear. Oh, thank you, Mountain. Yeah, I forgot. You can't see the string. Here we go. Okay, cars, spaceships, tanks, machines, anything man-made will probably make an extensive use of ellipses. There's boxes. We'll get there next time. They also tend to feature prominently in organic drawings, especially as we look at the cross-sections of sausage-like forms. Why would you phrase it like that? Anyway, let's take some time to explore what they are, how they behave, and how they can be used. You could look like Squidward. Firmly grasp it in your hand. I've got it. Firmly grasped. Just like in the picture. So before we get into the complicated stuff, remember, drawing is, at least within this course, about taking things that are three-dimensional, like the world we live in, and capturing it in a two-dimensional surface, be it a piece of paper, a canvas, or my friend's back, who was stupid enough to have a 16-year-old me design a tattoo for him that's basically stuck on his body forever. Blah, 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 blah. That means that a drawing is really about figuring out how to represent 3D objects and to understand how the lines and shapes we use capture them change depending on how those 3D forms move around and rotate in space. Throughout this course, I'm going to phrase things as this in 3D space or that in 2D space. Pay attention to which I use in a given situation because this stuff matters. Okay. Oh boy, physics. I hate physics. It's my least favorite science. It makes no sense. I don't get it. For our purposes here in this course, we're going to be using ellipses in 2D space drawn on the page to represent circles that exist in 3D space. Depending on whether you look at it as being two-dimensional or three-dimensional, this animated diagram depicts one of two things. In 2D space, it is a series of ellipses from the widest to the narrowest. In 3D space, it's a circle being rotated from facing towards the viewer to facing away. I think you need to take me frame by frame to really get this, but okay. I'll believe you, I guess. How our circle in 3D space is rotated relative to the viewer will determine just how wide our ellipse is going to be drawn. This width, always measured across the narrowest span that passes through the center of the ellipse, is referred to as the degree, because it is tied to the angle of rotation in degrees of the circle itself relative to the viewer. When the circle in 3D space is facing the viewer, it's going to be at its widest, 90 degrees. This is the same as drawing a circle on the page. As the 3D circle turns away from the viewer, the ellipse representing it will get narrower until finally it reaches its degree of 0 when the ellipse is facing away. Keep in mind that since this is based on the angle between the direction the circle is facing and the direction the viewer is facing, the degree will actually change just by moving the circle around in space without necessarily having to rotate it. This diagram demonstrates how the further to the right a circle moves relative to the viewer, the more its face becomes visible, resulting in a wider ellipse representing it on the page, even without that circle rotating in space. Throughout this course, we'll refer to this concept as the degree shift. Basically, the idea that the degree of our ellipse will shift wider or narrower depending on how it moves in space. Okay, so facing on, it's a flat line. And it moves a little bit, and you can kind of see that part and also that part, so it looks like an ellipse. And you see this part, and it looks even more like an ellipse. And if it keeps moving, I assume eventually you would see a circle, except your eyes don't move that far. As the ellipse moves to the side, the angle increases, widening the degree of the ellipse, even though it hasn't rotated. Gotcha. Okay. We call the line that passes through the ellipse's narrowest span and through its center its minor axis. The minor axis line will cut the ellipse into two equal symmetrical halves, so if it were to be cut out of the page and folded in half across this line, it would match up perfectly. There's a major axis as well, which runs perpendicular to it across the widest span, but it's the minor axis that's actually useful. Just as the 2D... Oh gosh, there's the physics again. Not again! Not again! Just as the 2D ellipse represents a 3D circle, the minor axis is extremely useful to us because of how that minor axis line coincides with and aligns with the normal vector, the 3D line that shoots straight off the surface of the 3D circle, completely perpendicular to that surface. This means that we've got two ways of establishing the orientation of our circle in 3D space as we draw it on our 2D page. The degree, width of the ellipse controlling the circle's rotation, the minor axis of the ellipse controlling the orientation of the circle's normal vector. Basically, the direction the circle is facing. Okay, so it's this versus the circle actually, like, turning towards you or turning away from you, I think, if I understand it correctly. So this pointy thing moving towards you, moving away from you. If we need our circle to be oriented in a specific way in a more complicated scene, we will actually be able to start out with a normal vector line, then use it as the minor axis for our ellipse, drawing the ellipse around it so the line splits into two equal symmetrical halves down its narrowest span. Taking it further, the minor axis normal vector is also extremely useful when we get into cylindrical forms. Here it serves as the spine to our form. The ends of the cylinder share the same normal vector in 3D and minor axis in 2D, but more than just the ends. If you sample any cross-sectional slice along the length of the cylinder, it'll also align to the same minor axis normal vector. Hold on, what? Ends of the cylinder change. Oh, okay. Fortunately for you, we don't need to worry about this right now. They won't come into play until lesson 2. It's just useful to see how valuable the minor axis of an ellipse can be, specifically as we try to figure out all the ways in which we can represent different properties of a circle in 3D space. Okay. Gotcha. This is rough. My brain is rejecting all this. Well, he said we can ignore this. Ignore that. Alright, so just to get a sneak preview of what homework is going to look like, we draw a lot of circles. Circles in boxes. Table of ellipses. That doesn't look too bad, just annoying. Okay. Oh no, there's planes. No, not them again, not again. Okay. I see. Oh, right, because he said to keep your planes one, because otherwise you'll have to do it again. So really, we don't have to draw the planes. We can just draw the circles. 5 more pages. Well, we'll have time for it. I'm gonna struggle with the planes. The planes are already made. We just have to do the circle. Assuming the planes look well enough for it, but alright. And the funnels. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's trying to get us to draw cylinders. I'm not fooled. That's not a funnel. That's a cylinder waiting to happen. Suck at circles. No. So many circles. Oh boy. At least the funnels is only one page, because that's a lot. Oh boy. Alright. Okay, so last time I had said, let's give it a month, and then we said, no, we'll give it 2 weeks, and then we ended up doing 3 weeks. So do we want to stick with 3 weeks, or like a week per exercise? Is what I'm thinking. I think that's the that's the minimum amount of time I'm gonna need, is at least a week per exercise, because that's about what I was doing, was spacing it out that way. Or do we want longer? I know it is going to get more complicated the farther we go, obviously, so... Okay, with 3 weeks already. And obviously, if you don't finish it in time, that's perfectly fine. That's just the rate at which I'm streaming the lessons, but obviously, VODs are recorded. So, you know, do it in your own time. If you go faster than me, go faster than me. Do as you please. Okay, so that would be 2, 3, right? This weekend, next weekend, the weekend after. Then my weekends are kind of busy, but I'll find time for it. So that's about the 16th of March. Around then, probably, is when we'll... I'm gonna write it down, but I'm not gonna like post it anywhere, because if I'm going through and I'm like, ooh, I need 1 more week, I'll push it off another week. But for now, we'll tentatively say the 16th. I finished so early last time, though, you know. Still using you as an excuse to leave work early on every Monday, though. Use me as you need, I guess. I didn't say anything. Alrighty, so we got our homework for the next couple of weeks. So that'll be fun. This was a lot shorter, but that's because we didn't have to do all the intro stuff. And the next time it'll be boxes, which seems like it's going to be a lot of reading. A lot of reading before we learn how to actually draw a box for the next time. But that'll be the end of lesson 1. So we'll finish lesson 1 in March. Technically in April, I guess, because we'll follow up with lesson 2 in April. Actually, we won't do lesson 2, because if I remember correctly, oh no, that doesn't go away once you've clicked on it. That seems... Oh, there we go. Okay. So if I remember correctly, there's challenges you're supposed to do after. Yeah. There's challenges to do first before you move on to the next lesson. So there's some things. Can I get a Scribbles note from my boss? Lou's busy. Let him leave. Scribbles the alien. Lou's being abducted. Please excuse from work. Also give raise. This is a threat. Scribbles the alien. I am abducted for homework. Last one is good. Everyone deserves a raise. Yeah, I think they want us to do probably these 2 challenges first, and then move on to lesson 2. And then you probably have these challenges, and then you get the hard stuff. So, I don't know. It might be the year at the rate we're going, just because you need to space it out. But that's fine. I mean, take your time and you learn. And you have fun with it. Okay. Alrighty. I have some time, so I think I'm going to spend the rest of the time. I have 3 more slots, technically, for emotes, but they are technically the bits rewards emotes. So I'm going to be working on those. I did sketch some, so I just have to finish them. The nice thing is they're not animated, so they won't be as hard to do. Yeah, I think I'll just work on that. Was there anything else before I... No, okay. I had to write stuff down to make sure I didn't forget anything. Challenges, they go from draw box and cylinder to dissect an entire item. Like, what? Hopefully they'll break it down. As I don't think you do the challenges all the same time. I kind of... Okay, hold on. It still looks better that way. Okay. Let me break it down for you, Mark. Let me just break it down for you. Guess what I'm not doing? Ghosting. Which is what I'm supposed to be doing. But I don't want to. It's hard when you're on a tablet. Why is this being weird? There we go. Excuses. Wish I had a Dr. Pepper. Or a Dr. Pepper. Well, carbonation so bad. Do you not have any, of the monsters? Didn't you get a life supply? Oh my gosh, how many times am I gonna accidentally touch the ruler and it's like, oh, you touched me. Fuck you. Anyway, it is an excuse and I'm going to keep using it. No, I'm trying not to drink them. My lifetime supply is... It's gone! You already used your entire life supply. Well, I mean, I guess that's the end for you then. That was your life supply, so if the life supply is gone, the life is gone. It was nice knowing you, Mountain Lou. Imagine that's how it worked. That's the end of your life. This concludes our lifetime supply. Lifetime supply, but now there's a snail chasing you. What should I draw for funsies? I don't know. How's your Sona work been doing? I know didn't you get like a commission or something for it? I just tried ghosting, but like half the speed that works so much better. Is this the problem? We're going too fast. We're just too fast for the system. We got a ref done of I love it. Haven't looked at them since. You could draw some of your Sona. Now that you have a ref for them. Two lines in a row that I didn't short or overshoot. Oh, nice, nice. Kind of wanted to try drawing some of my favorite characters from manga games, but I don't know if I've ever tried to draw a human other than Steve Harvey and Nightcrawler. That's so specific. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I love that. Well, unfortunately, the thing with drawing humans is you don't get good at it until you do it. So you just have to bite that bullet. It's just really convenient when you're totally obsessed with them because then you're okay with continuously drawing them to get better. And you do get better. It just takes time. Lots and lots of time. Some more than others, if you're me. It's a little bit different with the ghosting, too, because I've already got the sketch down. If anything, I think it would make sketches faster to ghost. Wow, 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 wow. Hey, Martin Flip, how's it going? Faces suck, but so do furry faces. Who need human when you can furry? Exactly. Because I have a character I'm completely obsessed with right now, so maybe I should abuse that. Abuse it! Make it your inspiration. This is really cute. Oh, thank you. It's gonna be a bit reward emote. Because that's all I have left. And then all of my emote rewards will be done. For now. Until they're not. And I do this again. Or, you know, people make requests, and I make different ones. I'd like to keep the ones that we have, at least for a little bit. Can we have Cactuar? Cactuar's gone. He don't love you anymore. No, come on. That's so mean. It's a circle. Oh no. See, I can't do circles quickly. The faster I do them, the worse they turn out. I think I need to invest in printer paper. This hump is driving me insane. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't know that the book sketchbook is the best strat. At least for practice. Unless you like get really good at it. I don't know. I don't know how you get really good at it. Hey Ninja Chicken, congrats on the 5-stream streak. How's it going? Wait, I have a printer with paper. This whole time. The real printer has been inside of us all along. It's the friends we made along the way. I am existing and dealing with Linux stuff. Oh boy. All I know about Linux? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna say it different every time. We all know this. Only thing I know is that it's complicated. Beautiful. Why didn't you tell me, sir? Why didn't I tell you? I didn't even know you had a printer. How am I supposed to know? I can't see it from all the way up here. The ladder. Unfortunately, I don't remember what I said. Maybe the printer was the paper we made along the way. It's not too bad. Only bad when companies decide to make their products Windows Mac exclusive. Ah, yeah. I found workarounds for all those products, and even better, they're open source, so very happy. Oh, nice, 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 nice. I've thought about it a little bit, but unfortunately, I don't understand computers enough to deal with that sort of thing. So, I'm kind of trapped. I switch to Linux when I upgrade my PC, because Windows 11 isn't it. Ain't that the truth? It just isn't it. Oh, wait, I totally forgot the clause. Whoops. Whoopsie doopsies. What's a scribbles without claws? Do not declaw your scribbles. That would probably hurt. Zero stars. Do not recommend. Physics jump scare! Ah! Not physics again! We love open source. Nice, nice. We do indeed love open source. There we go. That's a little better. Scribbles, what did you teach? Was it any one thing? Are you okay answering that? Cool if you're not just wondering. Oh, I taught, like, biology, chemistry, anatomy, sciences. I'm a science nerd, but not physics. Physics makes no sense. There's too much math in it. Chemistry has an acceptable amount of math for most of the time. There's times where it's on thin ice. But yes, because physics is math in disguise. That's what it is. It tricks you into making you think it's a science, but it's not. It's math. It's math with some science sprinkled in there to be like, ooh, maybe this is your science. It's not science. It's math. And math is scary. Math's not that scary. I just don't enjoy it. I have to, like, try a little bit harder with math. I think physics' one job is to make sense of things. I've been using an open source browser already for a good few years. Ooh, nice. That's the worst I made it of. Autism makes me love math. Math is, I'm surrounded by math nerds. That's actually better, because then you can do the math. I don't have to worry about it. I don't like how the eyebrows look. I'm probably gonna change them. I forgot that was on the same layer. Nuts. I'll come back. But yeah, I'm not a complete math hater. It does take me some, I have to actively work for it to understand it. Doesn't come as naturally as science. Love math. Science is hard for me. What? What the heck? Okay. I'm a minority here. Sciences were always really hard for me. I could get the answer but could never explain why, so I'd get partial points on like every test. Chemistry was my downfall for real. Interesting. Always been a big fan of science. That finally, thank you, Ninja Chicken. If I ever actually decide to go to college instead of a tech trade school, then I think I want to go into forensics. Yeah, Mountain Loot, you're surrounded by math nerds. How does it feel? They're just like you. But forensics is cool. I never taught it. But I'm a big fan of, like, genetics, so I liked that aspect of forensics a lot. Surrounded by math nerds. What am I gonna do? A particular like that's what it's gonna sound like. You're speaking in formulas. I'm not gonna understand for the next 2 business days until I translate it. I feel happy I'm not being judged for liking math. I'm not gonna judge you for liking math. I can't. I'm not allowed. My mom loves math, so legally I'm not allowed to hate math. But I don't have to love it. Science makes me but I do really think it's cool. Science is fun. I remember our school tried selling us college prep books and they asked what my favorite class was. I said math and they were visibly stunned. Didn't even have the math book to show. What the heck? No faith in you guys. I don't know. I mean, statistically, somebody at the school had to like math. Come on. It's a failure on their part. I liked forensics, anatomy, physiology, psychology, biology, chemistry, etc. Nice, nice. All the good stuff. My special interest is, like, microbiology. I really like bugs that will kill you. The microbes that will kill you. And it's understudied, unfortunately. The most tragic part. I filled the majority of my high school credits with different science classes. Nice. Her answer back was, mine is lunch. I'm like, come on, that isn't funny. The right answer is science. Not Kids these days just don't want to think. They don't want to use their brains. I'm kidding. So what your aunt does, microbiology research? Or lunch? Most of my college credits in high school were from science, but what a waste those were. Hey! How dare you? What the heck? Just flip. Both. That's awesome. That's cool. I did a whole bunch of research in college and grad school. Then I just kind of fell out of it. I didn't have a good grad school, so I stepped away from research. My first thought was lunch too. It's crazy. I used to be a good noodle. Now I'm a scribble strick. Hey, makes a really good lunch dish. Actually, I need to find that recipe again. How I've fallen. I've been streaking ever since I got here. Oh my gosh, I'm surrounded by streakers. First art nerd. Streaking. Streaking in the streets. I think that's right. I like this one. This is a good one. Really want to go to college now, to be honest. Well, for the low price of your soul, you can. All you have to do is owe immense money for the rest of your life. And you too can be just like me. Poor as hell. I don't really know where to start. It's been so long since looking at colleges. I don't know how to do it anymore. I don't have a soul. Oh, well, I guess you can't go to college. What? No soul? Get out of here. She currently teaches at a college, but also does independent research and goes around to other colleges as well to study different habitats. Actually, a very cool job. Can I steal your aunt's job? That sounds awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And then I couldn't, I don't know. Bad environment. Had to get out of there. Also, you know, peak COVID, which was not helping. We tried. Well, we did the best we could do. Did everything we could. There's absolutely nothing else we can do about this. Not a thing. Turn my stabilization off. Yippee! That's probably the fastest I ever finished an emote. I was trying to make these simple. Especially because I'm not, like, animating them or anything, so. And I'm not, like, expecting bits or anything. I just felt like if someone's gonna give that many bits, there should definitely be, like, a reward or something for it. I should have something. As a thank you. Feels like a dick move not to have anything. Plus, it's not finished. I look at the emotes, and there's 3 blocks that they're like, you have these! And that bothers me. So now it's a completionist thing. Or maybe I just wanted to draw more emotes. I don't know. It's fun. Your lines are so damn clean, what the fuck? My stabilization is up to 100. That is how. That's that's my secret. Cheating. Do I draw my character Obsession or play my character Obsession? I'm gonna use the tools available to me, is my argument. Pat pat pee pot pot! Thank you for the head pats, Mountain Lou. How could you, Forgore? I could have gone without head pats. I simply would have ceased to exist. Thank goodness you remembered. Or that would have been the end of Scribbles. I just faded away. I also do the clean lines just because it makes coloring easier. Because it bothers me when there's places where the colors didn't go. I don't, it doesn't really matter, but it bothers me, so here we are. Perfectionism. Yippee. Okay, I'm gonna assume I want to cut this. For some reason, it says issues when I do this. Must be in the way that it colors it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making it up. I guess that makes two of us. My lifetime supply is gone, so any second now cease to exist too. Really want to draw more now, but my iPad delay is horrible. Oh no. Also need to get a new tip for my pencil. It's down to the metal. Oh no, you can't even do traditional. No! Well, I guess you gotta draw with blood. This is the only option. Oh gosh. There are definitely no other rational options. There's like marks on my tablet. I can't see if that's actually there or not. Okay. I guess since it didn't take me that long, I'll add a couple stars. I don't always draw them. Good enough, I guess. Ooh, deal. I have fountain pens. I can do that. Oh, nice. Do that. What you gonna draw? Scribbles, have you ever heard of Rainbow Kitten Surprise? No, I don't think so. Is that an ancient text? Have I forgotten the deep magic? Ancient text, yeah. I'm too old, I forget all the ancient texts. That means using thicker paper, and that stuff is expensive, and I can't buy more if I run out. Decisions. Oops. Fun fact, if it's in the same color as the background, I have absolutely no idea where the star is anymore. Fun facts. Okay. This just needs shading and then it's done. Nice, nice, nice. They're just a band I've been listening to like crazy lately. It's stuck in my head, but they have a silly name, so I like to ask because people are usually either like, oh my gosh, yes, or oh. Rainbow Kitten, surprise, I see. That is a different name. I was thinking it was a meme I didn't remember. Definitely not thinking band. One time I don't want it to do these little sharp points. It does them a million times. Okay. I'll do the shading first, and then I'll figure out the blush. What type of music is it? Oh gosh. Alt indie, I think. I have no idea what that means. I'm too old to know what that means. I don't know why I asked. I definitely wasn't going to know unless you said like rock or something. Oh my gosh. I'm not a music nerd, unfortunately. I don't know anything. Google says rock. Oh, okay. But I think they say alt indie. So we'll never know. Somebody's lying. That's what I'm learning. One of these people is lying. And you know, Google would never lie to me. Never. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh gosh. No! Don't do that. I'm just trying things now. I think that's about it. I had some references, but not all of them are very good. I feel like a lot of people would go with a darker red. Oh yeah, that might work better. Somewhere between that and that. Looks good to me. We got him. Alright, got a little more time. I can work on the second one. There's 3 slots. I really like this sketch. I want to work on this one. Only thing I'd say is that this needs to be adjusted. You get FOMO on those antennas. Oh yeah, I get everything. That's how I'm sending the signal right now. Maybe it's just too high up. Tastes like dirt? What tastes like dirt? Dirt tastes like dirt? Ah, of course. Why didn't I see it before? It's so obvious. I do really like this one. I think it turned out pretty good. There we go. I think I'm gonna see if I can finish this before I end stream. Hopefully. It's probably pushing it a little late, but that's okay. Laser focused, yes. Laser focused in. You get it done before I go. It'd be nice to only have one left. That I could realistically do outside of stream. Maybe on Discord or something, we'll see. How did I miss this? There we go. Oh, that's a spot on my tablet. Gosh dang it. Every time. Shouldn't have put this all in the same layer, but here we are. No. That'll be fine. Hydrate! Oh no, it's quiz time. Okay. Micielo. Micielo? Did I remember correctly? Thank you for the hydrate. Pocket your diaper. I didn't scroll up. I didn't check. Period as in got auto-modded, damn my suspense, but yes. You got the mod gotcha? I don't see anything. I got it right though! Yippee! Woo! I win! Hooray! Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, I need one more. Maybe. Just take these. Move them down a bit. What? Thank you for the follow, Fame Helmet. Welcome. How's it going? I got your message is being checked by mods and has not been sent yet. Not that bad. Then for when I couldn't say a common word, might have been the. Huh. That's weird. It didn't tell me anything. Odd. Weird. Unless the mods are doing something secret. I don't know. Nightbot freaked out or something. I don't know. Just gonna have to watch that colorful language from now on. How dare you use such colorful language? There's nothing colorful on this stream. Nothing at all. Oh gosh. Actually, I feel like I gotta pop these up there. There we go. Now you can see it. Oh, the little eepy bubbles. Ah! No. Okay. And then looking at my reference here, I think we want this color, but like darker? Or just play around with colors till they look nice. Oh, maybe that. No, wait, no, don't screen that. Screen. Don't screen that either. This one. This one we want screened. There we go. Okay. My fault for saying period. Such colorful language. Want to learn a cool fact, anyone, about Puerto Rico? Sure. I love learning new things. Okay, there's that. And then in Puerto Rico, they have an animal that works like Pokemon in a sense. What do you mean it works like Pokemon? In what way? I think I want to do the stars again. Just put them in my gosh darn sketch. Instead of deciding at the last minute that yes, I do want to include them. They say their name. I feel like I've heard this before. Ah. I feel like it's a bird. Birds say their names a lot. Is it a bird? It is not. Okay, so not a bird. Um, hmm. In Puerto Rico. Says its name. Is it a frog? Something's... I feel like there's a frog that does that, too. It's a frog. Okay, I have no idea what its name is. What is the frog? A coquille. I should have gone with my gut, because I swear to you, I was thinking that because isn't there like a Dora episode? I swear there's like a Dora episode or something where they talk about this animal. And that is the only reason I said frog, was I was thinking, oh my gosh. But I was like, I can't remember what they say. I just remember they were talking about a frog. Oh my god. Fun fact. I did not know it was in Puerto Rico. Thank you for the fun fact. Fun fact of the day. Frog. I love when people come in here and tell me fun facts. I love learning. Always fun. Only in Puerto Rico. Oh, wow. I didn't remember that part of Dora. I can't believe I remember. Oh my gosh. I didn't even like Dora. I liked Diego. His songs were cooler. There's a little bit of green sticking out there. Outside Puerto Rico, they don't sing their name. And the name has nature meaning, where males do both ko and kiko, meaning marking of territory. Ki is mating call. Oh, interesting. That's so cool. I never considered, like, the calls having in-depth, like, meaning, but that totally makes sense. Like, why wouldn't they? I guess you just don't think about it. They only say their name, and so they're found in other places, but only in Puerto Rico they go Coqui. Regret staying up this late, but I want to finish it now. I'm nearly done. Yeah, the ones on the island don't sing when outside Puerto Rico. Can't say much more about other places. I see. They just don't sing. Oh, that's interesting. I love frogs. They're so cool. Yeah, the ones on the island. Oh wait, I read that. They were like the Chihuahua of the Taino. Interesting. See, if people had taught me like things about the world in this way, where they're like fun biology fact, fun nature fact, I would be so much more interested in other topics. But no. Me, 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 me. And topics I know I hella don't want to get into, because even though Puerto Rico is owned by the USA, doesn't mean the president likes them. Yeah, I'm just a science nerd. That's all I know is science. And even that is very restricted because there's so many fields of science. And it's always changing. So you think you know something, and then, no, you don't. Alrighty, well, I'm late, but that's fine. Think we got it. Save. Maybe I will use this color. Maybe I will go back to this color. Yeah, I'll go back to this color. Alrighty. Changing and advancing, I would say. This is true. Always want to advance with science. Sometimes we go backwards, unfortunately, but hopefully a lot of time going forward. Okie dokie. Alright, well these two are going to be bits tier rewards. There's one more that I do have sketched, but I do not have time to draw it at this time, unfortunately. So that's gonna have to wait. Do I wanna... No, I'm fine with that. What? A bit! Thank you for the bit, Miss Yellow. I appreciate it. These are not put there yet, though. I just feel guilty not having anything there, and also I don't like there being blank spaces where they're like, there's still something you could put here. So, we got one more. I'll show it off. I'll show the sketch anyway, so y'all can see the last sketch. I really like how this one turned out. I was gonna do like 15 different things, and then this is the face that came out, so yeah. that's what we're gonna get for the last one. Oh gosh. Forgot I had bits till you said it. Whoops. I appreciate it. So much concern. That's for when I'm stuck on a puzzle for way too long, and y'all figured out the answer like 15 minutes ago. But yeah, actually, let me... it wants to run this ad. I'm gonna let it get really close, and then I'm gonna tell it to snooze. Because I need to end. So I'm gonna move over here, and let us find somebody to raid. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you were able to learn from the art study part, and then chill, relax, maybe draw yourself some cool things as well. There it goes. No, you're not. Anyway. Not gonna have an ad as I'm finishing up. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed and were able to get maybe some art done. Here is our raid message. I think we'll go ahead and raid Shuji if they're still going. They were earlier, but they might have stopped. No, they're still going. Alrighty. We'll raid Shuji. There's our raid message. So the 16th of March is our planned day for coming back for art study streams, but there will be more art streams in the meantime. So on Wednesday, I'll be working more on this, on the OC work in progress that I've been working on the past couple of Wednesdays. Maybe we'll finish it. Probably not. Probably at least finish the line art. So we'll be doing that. And then Friday we'll continue Spiritfarer. So that'd be fun. Also, if you want to join the Discord, it is 16 and up, not or up. If you'd like to join, we are trying to support each other through the art study if you want to join with that, or if you just want to share your art, or share what you're doing, or just hang out. You're welcome, as long as you are not less than 16. So, there is that. Wednesday might be out. Alrighty. I mean, that's fine. VODs will be up, and, I mean, I'll be streaming again. So, but you'll be missed, Misiello. And hopefully, we'll do a test. You know, if you're gone and we come back, we'll see if I remember your pronunciation. It'll be a test for me. Alrighty. Alright, y'all have a wonderful night. I'll see ya on Wednesday. Bye! Scribbles Read!